Today's story is Aladdin and the Magic Lamp. Once upon a time in a small village, there lived a boy named Aladdin. One day, a stranger came looking for Aladdin and said, "I'm your uncle. If you help me, I will reward you with great wealth." However, in fact, the stranger was an evil sorcerer. Aladdin did not know this, so he decided to help the sorcerer. The sorcerer took Aladdin to a narrow hole led deep into the ground and said, "Go down and bring me the lamp. You have to give it to me first, as soon as you find it." Aladdin went deep into the cave and found the lamp the sorcerer wanted, along with many jewels. "I found the lamp!" "Hand me the lamp first, Aladdin." "Let me out first." "Then I'll give you the lamp." As Aladdin did not listen to him, the sorcerer got angry and blocked the way out. "You'll never get out of there unless you give me the lamp first." But Aladdin didn't give him the lamp, and he was trapped deep inside the cave. Although he was frightened, he recalled the secret of the lamp that the sorcerer had mentioned. When he rubbed the lamp, a genie appeared. "Master, what can I do for you?" "Take me back home." Once Aladdin made his wish, he made it back home safely. The genie did whatever Aladdin wanted, and Aladdin became wealthy. One day, when Aladdin was on his way home, he saw a stunning lady who was a princess. Oh, a truly beautiful princess. He fell in love with the princess. He couldn't stop thinking about her ever since. Aladdin went up to the princess's father and said, "I love your daughter. Is there a way I can marry her?" The king, however, didn't like Aladdin. The king told him, "If you build a grand palace by tomorrow morning, I will allow you to marry the princess." Aladdin rubbed the magic lamp, and the genie from the lamp appeared. And the genie asked, "Master, what can I do for you?" "Build a grand and magnificent palace for me by tomorrow morning," Aladdin said. The next morning, the king was amazed when he saw the palace. "Absolutely astonishing, truly beautiful, and magnificent!" The king was delighted and let Aladdin marry the princess. Later, the sorcerer heard about Aladdin and went to the palace, shouting, "I'll exchange your old lamp for a new one!" The princess didn't know the lamp was a magic lamp, so she gave it to the sorcerer. The sorcerer rubbed the lamp, released the genie, and took everything from Aladdin. Aladdin was shocked when he came back home from hunting. We must find the sorcerer as soon as possible! He went to find the sorcerer. Fortunately, the sorcerer was asleep. He walked up to the lamp very carefully and rubbed it to release the genie. Genie of the lamp, send the sorcerer deep down into the ground! Aladdin got back the magic lamp and the palace and lived happily ever after with the princess. Today's story is The Shoemaker and the Elves. There was a poor old shoemaker in a village. He worked hard every day. But he still was not able to make a living. One day, the shoemaker sighed while making the shoes. Oh, what should I do? There's only enough leather left for one more shoe. After snipping the leather, he went to bed, thinking about the shoe he'd make the next day. In the morning, the shoemaker was amazed when he was about to start making shoes. There was a nice pair of shoes on the table that he had never seen before.
Huh? This is strange. I clearly just cut out the leather last night. Who made these pretty shoes?
He took a very close look at the shoes. It was a quite fine pair with well-stitched seams and sturdy heels.
So curious. Who could it be?
Soon after, a customer came in and saw the shoes. Oh, these are the best shoes! She loved the shoes. And they were a perfect fit for her. The customer purchased the shoes and paid a high price for them. With the money, the shoemaker got some more leather for 2 pairs of shoes. He snipped the leather, thinking about the shoe he'd make the next day. The next morning, the shoemaker was amazed again. This time, there were 2 pairs of beautiful shoes sitting on the table. Soon after, customers came and saw the shoes and said, "Wow, these are really nice shoes. I'll buy them right away." The 2 pairs of shoes were quickly sold for a high price. With the money, the shoemaker got more leather for the 4 pairs of shoes, and he trimmed and cut the leather. The next morning again, he had beautiful shoes on the table. People loved his shoes, and he quickly became very, very wealthy. A few nights before Christmas, the shoemaker didn't go back home as usual and told his wife,
Let's stay up all night and find out who's helping us, okay?
The couple decided to hide and watch. Finally, when the time had passed midnight, the elves came into the workshop through the moonlight. They started to make shoes on the table. Clang, clang! Clang, clang! They made the shoes with their tiny hands. When they were done making shoes, they said, "Okay, we're done for the day. Let's go back home." After taking a glance around the table, the elves disappeared swiftly, feeling content. The next morning, the shoemaker's wife said, "Dear, since the elves made us rich, why don't we thank them for what they've done for us?" And the shoemaker agreed.
That's a great idea. But how should we thank them?
Then she said, "How about we make them some clothes and shoes?" The shoemaker and his wife joyfully prepared the gifts. The shoemaker made little shoes, and his wife knitted adorable cozy socks and clothing. They placed the gifts on the table and hid, waiting for the elves. As the night grew darker, the elves appeared. The elves were delighted to see the gifts. "Wow! Look here! I have the cutest little outfit! These shoes are perfect for me!" The elves were dancing and singing with excitement. And the shoemaker and his wife were happy to see them loving the gifts. Then the elves left with their clothes and shoes and never came back. And the shoemaker worked hard every day, making more shoes. Today's story is Cinderella. Cinderella, a kind and pretty girl, lived with her bad-hearted stepmother and 2 jealous sisters. Her stepmother and sisters bullied her every day and made her do all the housework. "Cinderella, where are my shoes? Cinderella, where did you put my hairpins? Cinderella, you have to clean and also do the laundry." One day, a ball was held at the castle. So, her stepmother and her sisters wore pretty dresses and nice shoes. Cinderella was desperate to go to the ball. "Please, take me to the ball too." But the stepmother said, "No! You don't have any pretty dresses, and you don't have nice shoes either." She only took her sisters to the ball. Cinderella was crying because she was so sad. But suddenly, a fairy appeared. The fairy, the pumpkin, the mice, and the lizard cast a spell. Ta-da! The fairy snapped her wand. Then a carriage, a horse, and a horseman appeared. And Cinderella had a beautiful ball gown and glass shoes. "You must be home before 12 at night," said the fairy. Cinderella went to the ball. The prince saw beautiful Cinderella.
May I have this dance?
The prince danced with Cinderella only. Then the clock chimed. Ding, ding, ding. The clock struck 12 o'clock. When she was running, she lost one of her glass shoes. Then the prince found the glass shoe, and his servants searched for its owner. Finally, they came to Cinderella's house. And the shoe fits her perfectly.
Wow! The shoe fits!
Cinderella went to the castle with the prince in her glass shoes.
I have found you at last.
Cinderella married the handsome prince, and they lived happily ever after.